There are 10 years between those two kites, and today we're gonna kite with both of them and find out what changed in the kite industry over the last 10 years. Let's go! What's up guys, and thanks for tuning in on this new video. Like I already said in the intro, today we're gonna compare these two kites. So this is a Slingshot NXT from 2024, and in the front you can see a Slingshot Rally from 2014, and we're gonna find out what are the key differences between those two kites.
So the first key difference between our Code NXT and the Rally is the struts. We got a 5-strut kite right here with an older open sea delta shape. As you can see, the edges are more flat. With the newer kites, the edges are more rounded, and you got the 3 struts, and here you got the 5 struts. The NXT got the newer 3-strut design, which is typical for the newer Lula kites. Another key difference are the valves for pumping. This kite, the older one, got like a basic valve, which takes quite a long time to pump up. And with the NXT, we got the new sub valve that a lot of new kites use, which inflates the kite very, very quickly and deflates it as well pretty quickly. And for the newer kites, we get newer materials. For example, we got the Lula right here. The Lula material makes the kite very stiff and very light, which gives you like crazy big air and new school performance and makes the kite like super good. With the older kites, we don't get that crazy materials. We got the old Darkrun material, which is quite a lot heavier and softer.
Okay, the last key difference of these two kites is that this canopy is way thinner than the one of the old kite. That makes the kite way lighter in the air and you can ride in less wind. And this canopy is a 4-fiber canopy, and this one has only 1 fiber. This makes this more stable and don't cut itself too fast. And what I also recognized on this kite is that this shape, and this kite is really old, but still it's a modern shape because a lot of brands are still using a shape like this. For example, the Flysurfer Era, you can see it, the shape is not too different, but yeah, the material changed a lot, but the shape is still good. So we're gonna go to the beach now and then go for a session with both of these kites and find out which are the difference in the air. Which are, pass.
So when I started kiting, this kite was already like 4 years ago. 4 years
on the market.
4 years ago. Yeah,
on the market.
Years ago.
On the market for 4 years already.
Yeah. On the market for 4 years already. And he had no grey hair.
Perfekt, Digga! This kite is even older than the kite we are using at the moment.
Parked up outside in the old school. The new me back with the OU. The dog always find his way back home, and it's so true. Later on, fall through and pop one. You know the motto, smoke something, drink something, pop one. Got your hand on my Glock while your ass ride shotgun. High stakes, risk it every day. I know fucking ugly niggas just not fun. Had to zero out the fade cause I'm not one.
So we're currently on the 12-meter rally from 2014. It's a pretty old kite. We ride it on the newest slingshot bar, but it feels pretty good. It feels like the kite is pretty far above you in the wind window. And even in the light winds, like a lot of kites are dropping on the water around us, but the 12-meter rally is still pretty good in the light winds. It's still far above you in the wind window. It's around like, I think it's less than 10 knots currently. And the kite is one of the only kites still in the air. Even it got a little bit wet, so it's quite heavy right now. But I can still manage to keep it up in the air quite well. And yeah, it feels like, doesn't feel that old. It just feels way softer than newer kites. It got a lot of flex. I don't know how much pressure is in the kite, but yeah, 6 psi. It feels quite soft, stays quite far above you in the wind window, and got quite good light wind performance. And yeah, whoa!
Okay guys, now I also have to try the old kite. Let's see how it feels. Okay. Oh.
I'm wasting my time with you, but I like it too. I'm wasting away, it's true. I'm wasting my time with you, but I like it too. I'm wasting away, it's true.
But it's actually not too bad, but it's so hard to get a bit of lift from this kite. You have to work so hard, move the kite so much, but then you get a bit of lift. It's hard.
I'm wasting my time with you, but I like it too. I'm wasting away, it's true, but I like wasting time with you. I'm wasting my time with you.
Okay guys, after we all tested these kites, we want to give you some feedback what we felt in the air and what the main difference are. So I recognize that the old kite is way less stable than the new kite and overflies you a lot. And yeah, this really changed in the last 10 years. This really got better. That was my biggest difference. See.
For me, the biggest difference was how stiff the kite feels. The old kite feels very soft and very flexible compared to the newer kite with the Lula material. The kite feels really, really stable, really stiff, and you get like a lot of feedback from the kite. And yeah, for me, that was one of the biggest points that I felt.
Yeah, and for me, I guess the main difference for me was that the coat has a general lift. He pulls you like all the time, but the rally just generates the pull when you move the kite, and then he generates more lift or drag, and that's a really big difference. So the coat is way more easy to ride, but when you have the possibility to move the rally, you can generate more tension and do the tricks better then. That was the main difference that I felt.
Okay guys, if you like this video, give this video a like, follow us, write a comment down below. And if you're interested in the best handles on the market and some other cool stuff, check out Kiteworks on the link down below. And see you in the next one. Goodbye.